There it is.
Welcome back to Revezzo'sTrainingSystems.com. Jesus Revezzo. How are you doing today? David with me, of course, as always. As a follow-up to one of the more recent videos, we wanted to do some close-up work to show you some of the things we talked about on escaping from certain holds. So, especially the up close when they're grabbing with the throat, or really anything. So what you wanted to be able to do is just see in here what's going on. So you can see on David where the little tendons come down and form that V, and that's a perfect place. Just take your fingers and you push in and down, and the person will move. They will move, right? They move.
Oh yeah, it's no argument.
And again, the other one, like I said, if you put the fingers either to one side or the other of the windpipe, or if you want to put a thumb on one side, and you just shift it until they decide that they don't want to be there anymore. Like, be very careful. Okay, we're working self-defense work, self-protection. When you have your partner, you just give it enough so that they want to move, so you know that it works. Because it's delicate, structures of the body, you don't want to hurt your partner. And if we can help it, we actually don't want to hurt the people out in the real world unless they're really, really trying to do bad things to you. Most of the time, you just want them off you so that you can leave. Unfortunately, there are times you might have to do bad things, but we try to avoid that. But the other part is, again, when they're close in, whether it's a grab of the neck or they grab a shirt or whatever they're working, again, we said you want to change their structure. So with the head one, like I said, you could either use your fist or your hand, and you push the head up and back. And then, of course, some people's arms are not as long as other people's arms, right? I have pretty long arms.
Alligator arms.
Okay. So if your arms aren't as long, what you do is you create a corkscrew effect. And you can sometimes do it with one hand, or you could do it with two hands. So basically, you're just going to, you'll start to push the up, get it up, and as it starts to go back, you start to push at an angle as well.
Very disorienting.
Just change the structure. Changing the structure of the head is great, right? Because the central nervous system starts in the brain, right? Brain into the cervical spine, everything is right here. So as soon as we start to change these things, we don't even have to cause a lot of damage to the person to get anything done. If you may have always heard you can kind of cup your hand and smack people in the ears. It's very disorienting, and it changes the structure. Why? Because when you hit it, their head changes shape, or their neck changes position. Well, this is great. Now we can move them around. If we wanted to put them to the ground, you can do so from there. But just change the structure of the person. Whether with the throat, put it there long enough so they don't want to be there, with enough effort, whether it be in that little notch there, behind the windpipe over here, at the jawline. The jawline is nice. It comes down like this, and it gives you almost like a natural hand position. You can fit the side of your hand just underneath it and push it up and over. So you can see how it kind of fits right in here. We just got to get away from the person, or get them off of us long enough so we can do, escape, go to our car, run to another person.
Pick up a stick.
Pick up a stick. Oh my gosh. So all different nice little variations. You can also work with the arms themselves, and again, depending on how strong they are or what position they're holding in. If they're locked out for whatever reason, it should be very easy. Just put your hands under their elbows and just kind of push up and back. Some people will look at this, well, that's not realistic. Well, you know what? You don't know what's realistic until it really happens. If a person has their arms locked out like that, it becomes very easy to do. If the person's got their arms more bent and they're very strong, now we start, do these things with the body work more. And that's great. If he's got his forearms on us and he's choking us, it's great because we can almost use our shoulders to collapse his hands in right there. We also talked about the other one that you saw before. So wherever these are at, you can always bring an arm up and across, and you can already see how the structure starts to change. Or you can reach underneath, because he's focused on choking you. And if you realize that it still takes a few moments for you to get choked out, so he's focusing here, you can do other things. You can come, if you want to come all the way under, you're still in good posture. You've shifted his structure now, so you're still in the advantage even though he's choking you, and you can start to change things from here. If you bring the arm up, just bring your elbow down over his elbow and put your elbow back down to the side of your body. If that's difficult for you, I understand. They're very strong. You're hitting and it's not going anywhere. You can try going up the other way. When you go up the other way, some people tend to want to hit and just do like this. Sometimes that works. Sometimes what you want to do is expand the body. They want you to compress and get tiny and get choked and go down. You want to expand and be big. So almost think of yawning. Oh, look. So just fit yourself in and become big. Even when he grabs you here, you can be big and you move. And see, now his structure is disrupted. Just push the head down. So hopefully that helps a little bit more. Saw some a little more in close how it might work for you. And there you go. Jesus Revezzo, David, RevezzoStrainingSystems.com. We'll see you later.